Either way, I should get up now and see what everyone else is up to. Kaori's probably growing impatient waiting for me. I mean, she could always have woken me up, but she chose to let me sleep, so that's on her. I shouldn't feel bad about that. I get ready for the day and head downstairs. Kaori is in the living room gathering up some things, but glances up when she hears me.
You're finally up.
Yeah, sorry I slept so late. She shrugs.
You were tired.
No questions asked? Okay. She picks up a gift bag and peeks within. So, what are you doing?
Oh, just double checking the presents. There are a few things I'd like to exchange. Or maybe just return entirely.
I think I know exactly which gifts those might be. Might be the pleasure tape and the pink fuzzy handcuffs. Why have duplicates? A trip to the mall would be a nice opportunity to stretch my legs and get out of the house for a bit. Would you like some company?
Sure, if you want to, but you don't have to.
Let's go. Her family are doing their own individual things, so I help myself to some food in the kitchen. After I'm finished eating, and Kaori has gathered everything she wants, we drive over to the mall. Although Christmas has already passed, some of the stores are slow to remove their decorations. The lights are gone, but some of the wreaths and trees remain. Most of the Christmas sale signs have all been replaced with after Christmas or New Year's deals. We pause in front of the oh-so-familiar jewelry store, which is located in the center of the mall.
Why don't we meet back here in about half an hour?
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind going with you to return your things. I don't really have anything I need to do here anyway. Her gaze flicks away.
No!
You're being weird. I blink at how forceful her answer is. A blush rushes to her face.
I mean, no. You should just go and look around, and I'll get this returned, and then we can reconvene.
Why are you being very weird? She's being weirdly insistent she go alone. It's not a big deal. I already have an idea of what you're returning anyway. The blush deepens as she shakes her head. She clutches the bag, closing it tightly.
No, you don't.
I was right there when you opened the gifts from your mom and sisters.
Yeah, but then later on, Naomi gave me something else.
She continued the gift giving when no one was around. That sneaky, sneaky girl. Her voice becomes small, just barely a whisper.
From Vicky's Confidential.
I think I understand now. My eyes widen. That's the ladies' lingerie store. Is it frilly? Is it lacy? I'm curious. I can't go in there. Don't return it. Whatever she wants, I'll do. I'm not gonna argue with the waifu here. Whatever you would like, sweetheart, I will do what you wish. Whatever. If she doesn't want me to tag along, then I won't. She's just embarrassed by the thought of me seeing in her underwear, so having me there probably just increases the awkward factor. This isn't a fight worth having. I see. That's fine. I can do something else. She relaxes and nods.
I'll be back soon.
No need to have any more awkward interactions like that. Especially after yoga. Then she walks away. As Kaori slowly fades from view, I wonder which shops I should browse. Glancing up at the jewelry store, I feel drawn to enter. I'd noticed some good quality leather watch bands in there last time. Maybe they've got some deals on those today. Plus, Kaori will meet me right outside here, so I may as well stay close. Don't want to wander too far and have her go looking for us, because then she'll be really mad. I enter the store and see the same racks of necklaces and bracelets sparkling under the lights. If I remember correctly, the watches were in back. Making my way through, I pass by the rings, and I hesitate. The promissory ring sticks out in my mind, as do the events of the past week. Spending Christmas with her family, spending the night underneath the stars, the beautiful winter night market. I loved spending every minute of it with her and want to create even more memories together. My gaze falls on an elegant silver band. Maybe...
Oh, hello again, sir. It's a pleasure to see you return.
Glancing up, I recognize the girl as the same saleswoman from before. Hi. This is a little awkward. Instinctively, I step back, a natural reaction. She smiles warmly.
You must really be serious about her.
Huh?
Well, you've come in here twice, and both times you've looked at our rings.
That's true. My eye is drawn to the silver band again. She notices my stare and smiles.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Elegant yet simple. It's a popular choice within our promissory ring collection.
She takes it out from the case and offers me a chance to inspect it. The more I look at it, the more I think Kaori would like it.
Perhaps you'd like to give it to a certain special someone?
She winks knowingly. You sound an awful lot like another girl I know that winks constantly at me. Saleswoman, are you by chance blonde? Buy the ring. Wow! She just won't stop hitting on me. No thanks. I like living in the moment. I don't need this. Walks away, huffs and puffs, and storms out of the store and goes buys a video game. Well, she's not hitting on me. Try to do a sales pitch. This reminds me a lot of a line from Crystalline. I don't need this. Personally, I never was one for the promissory rings. Jewelry was always a bad thing for me, always caused me bad luck. But in the case of this, I think with how the events have been going and how things have been going with me and Kaori and how she's been feeling lately, we both dropped the ILY comment. We're buying this thing. I remember Kaori's face as she cuddled into me and gazed up at the stars. She looked so content, and everything seemed to just fall into place. I want to see her that happy again. I want to make her that happy however I can. I promise that I will. You know what? Yeah, I do want to buy it. The girl's face splits into a wide grin.
Excellent choice.
She carefully places the ring within a small box after my purchase. I refuse a bag and slip the box into my pocket. I don't want Kaori to know about this just yet. I'll have to find the right time to surprise her. Just don't stop me on my way out the store because I put this in the pocket. Please walk with me until the very exit so your security guards don't think I'm stealing it from you. As I turn to go, I spot Kaori's red hair. In a moment, she reaches my side.
What are you doing here?
I better think of something quick. I just walked into the first store I saw. That's the best thing you could come up with?
Oh, right. Well, I'm done with my exchange stuff, so if you're ready to head out.
I mean, if she's gonna buy that half-assed explanation, okay. I could have just said, hey, I went in here, I was just kind of looking at watch bands. Didn't see anything I liked, just walking around. Sure. Let's go. I follow her out of the store. So, while we're here, is there anything you did want to get? Kaori looks thoughtful.
Actually, the latest season of Ninja Rangers is out.
Oh, nice! And you want to watch it? She nods.
I've been waiting for it to come out so I could watch it all at once. I heard they're introducing a new ranger.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure yet, but it's exciting either way.
Her eyes light up as she talks. Kaori's usually so serious. Sometimes I forget she likes anime too. Well, with such a pivotal plot point, we absolutely have to watch it.
We? That means you're going to watch it with me?
We did watch through it all at Ace after we first met, so yeah. Of course! I throw my arm around her shoulder. Who else would I watch it with? She blushes as a smile grows on her lips. I don't take offense when she shrugs out of my grasp. One day, I'll get her comfortable with public displays of affection. But that's not today. Do you know where the store is? She glances around and then points.
There's a directory. Maybe it'll show us where to find the anime store.
Excuse me, did I just hear you say anime store?
Giga. We turn around at the sound of the voice and see a man with bright, spiky hair. He wears a cool jacket over a t-shirt and jeans. Yeah.
I'm heading in that direction and can show you where it is.
Oh, okay. That's really helpful of you.
No problem, just follow me.
This could only end well. He leads the way and we cautiously follow. I take Kaori's hand in mine so we don't lose each other, and we weave through the crowds. Soon, he turns down one of the narrower corridors. Is he going the right way? I didn't know there were shops here. The corridor opens back up to the other end of the mall. The guy suddenly pauses with no anime store in sight.
Here we are.
Kaori and I look at each other in confusion. We're in the middle of nowhere. Kaori looks skeptical.
Yeah, the only thing here is just a big garbage bin.
His expression suddenly changes.
Exactly, because anime is trash.
Sweetheart, hold me back while I punch his lights out. He shouts his last words and dashes away, probably a smart idea. Hearing that really rustled my jimmies. Your mom's trash. Ignore him. Couldn't have said it better myself. Your mom's trash. I shout after him. Your mom's trash. Kaori crosses her arms.
Seriously? That was the best you could come up with?
Dishu made me do it. What do you want from me? It's not like I had a lot of time. The fire ignites in Kaori's eyes and she balls her fists.
Idiot! What's his problem?
I don't know.
It's not like we asked him for help. We could have been fine without him. Better, in fact.
Well, he's gone now, so let's just find the store ourselves. Still boiling, Kaori nods and takes a deep breath, trying to calm herself down.
Anime is not trash.
Right.
It's actually a really expressive and entertaining method of storytelling.
Yes.
With high quality production.
Okay, you don't have to convince me. She pauses and then exhales.
I'm sorry. He just made me so angry.
Let's forget about him. She nods, and we head back towards the directory. Kaori spots the name on the store list almost straight away, and we make our way there without incident. Now, it's funny that whole interaction happened because Giga is actually the voice actress's boyfriend. It's so fun. Just when I learned that bit of information about this, makes that interaction so much funnier. Oh, that's just great. The two of them are fantastic. After buying the anime, We linger in the mall for a little while longer, checking out some of the deals. We don't end up buying anything else, but we do find an arcade. I managed to convince Kaori to go in, and we even find a set of gear simulators. We play some co-op matches against the AI, which Kaori approves of. Gotta get our practice in. Once we've adjusted to the gear equipment, we flawlessly defeat level after level, attracting a crowd. We end up finishing with a super high leaderboard score. I guess all that gear piloting at Ace and my team cohesion with Kaori over the last months have paid off.
Nice work.
You too, partner. Now you see why Sho and I come to these all the time. Now, I'm wondering with that interaction with Giga, I'm probably mispronouncing it, by the way. Don't quote me on that, how do you actually say his name. And Sydney, who does... Sydney, right? I'm blanking on it right now, but the voice actress for Kaori, I wonder if they kind of recorded those lines at the same point in time or even practiced with it, because that interaction between the two of them is fantastic. I could just picture, if I was with my significant other practicing a line like that, sounds like an interaction we would have. We proudly exit the arena and notice the crowd is starting to die down. We decide to go back. By the time we head home, it is already beginning to get dark. We arrive just in time for dinner. Together, we share another one of Mrs. Itami's delicious meals. No wonder Kaori knows so much about food. Her mother is an amazing cook. After dinner, we help clean up, and then the family splits to their respective activities. The twins return to their rooms to work on their design ideas. Kaori's mother pulls her daughter aside.
Kaori, honey, could you come with me for a minute? I want to go through some of your old belongings before you go back to university.
What for?
I know you help out at Uncle Miguel's daycare, and I thought it'd be nice if you donated some of your old toys and things as a late Christmas gift.
Kaori's expression softens, and a wide smile lights her face. I recognize that expression. She wears it every time she sees the kids.
That's a great idea, Mom!
Chatting excitedly, the two of them head upstairs, leaving just me and Kaori's dad in the living room. Glancing over, I see he's inspecting a tiny figurine. Curious, I decide to get a closer look. He's holding a miniature gear figure, similar to what he gave Kaori, although this one is partially painted. I think I recognize the shape. Is that a model of the series X890? Her dad looks startled, but answers me with a pleasant grin.
Yes, it is. It's unfinished, though. I'm surprised you could tell.
But what can I say? I'm just a giant nerd who loves his gears. They have a really distinct, sleek design, a bit thinner than the general models. He nods in agreement.
Yes, I've noticed that too. They can be pretty tricky to get right. I personally really like the X888.
This time, it's my turn to look surprised. I didn't realize you were so into gears.
Oh, well, I'm certainly no expert like you kids, but I've slowly been getting into it.
He straightens up and gestures for me to follow him into the garage, and this is where I die. Oh no, maybe not just yet. It's got to be a workshop of some place. He's got a really nice little setup here. It's been refurbished into a workspace. On one cabinet are lines of finished miniature gears. I gravitate closer to them and recognize that they're grouped by gear, make, and model. Did you paint these yourself? He proudly nods.
Yes, I honestly find it relaxing.
How did you get into it?
It was Kaori, actually.
Really?
Indirectly. When she started getting into her piloting, she did all this research into gears. I decided to do it along with her, so I could understand exactly what she was getting into, what kind of dangers she'd be in, what model of gear would be best. That sort of thing.
I nod.
And even after she found Aura, I found myself still researching. It turns out, I think they're pretty interesting.
He chuckles.
Now, I'm never going to be a pilot or an engineer, but painting these little guys helps me feel a little bit closer to my daughter.
That's really awesome, Mr. Itami. I can't help but smile. He cares greatly for his daughter, and it shows in the little things he does for her. Memories of working on Eagle with my dad resurface, and I fight back the lump in my throat. Kaori is really lucky to have him. He rummages through his drawers and pulls out 2 figurines, then passes one of them to me.
Would you like to give it a try?
Paint Eagle, make a completely new design. I'd rather watch. You know, we'll paint Eagle. I doubt he actually knows what my gear looks like, and it's definitely a unique model, seeing as me and Dad made it. Sure. I've been missing my own gear while out of school. It'd be nice to have a little keepsake so I can keep it with me at all times. His grin broadens as I accept the mini gear. He sets up the paints and we both get to work. Get some quality time with Mr. Itami, get some chances to bond. We continue to chat. He shares with me that Kaori would sometimes help him paint the gears, but she was usually too impatient to be able to do it long term. Usually, he would paint and she would watch him. The Aura figurine he gifted her was one he actually built as well as painted. It was the first time he built a model, which was impressive considering how great it looked. Finally, Mr. Itami's gear is finished. He takes a look at mine, curious.
That looks great. You've obviously got talent. Is this a special gear?
You could say that. I nod. This is my gear, Eagle.
It's a beautiful looking gear. Did you custom build it?
Yeah, my dad and I did. I fall silent as the lump in my throat returns. Kaori's dad softens. His voice is gentle and calming.
You two did a great job.
Thanks. He takes another look at me, and something in his expression is different. Although he'd always been nice and welcoming to me ever since I arrived, I feel like he finally accepts me. This time together bonded us.
You make Kaori very happy, and I can understand why. You're a good young man.
Well, thank you, sir. Now, I'm the one that's blushing. Hearing those words mean a lot to me. Thank you. She's a very special girl.
Yes, she is.
He clasps my shoulder and gives me a gentle smile.
Well, it's getting late. We should probably head back into the house. Miss Itami will scold me if she knew I was out here at this hour.
Fair enough. He winks and the two of us go back inside. I mean, if she asks, you could just tell her you were threatening me and she'll probably buy it. I return to the bedroom and find Kaori sitting on the bed. She looks up as I enter.
Good, you're back.
Yeah.
I was going to put on the first episode of the new Ninja Rangers. Do you want to watch?
What do you think the answer to that question is? I've been waiting for this all day. Cuddle time. I'm indifferent. Cuddle time. Duh. Only if and only if, that also includes snuggle time with my girl. She blushes and looks away.
Don't be weird.
It's not weird, it's cute, shut up. She pats the space right next to her. I happily sit beside her and gather her in my arms, making her giggle. As she sets up, I quickly get changed and get ready for bed. We settle in the bed together, with Kaori snuggled against me, and begin the first episode. As the show continues, my eyelids feel heavy, and I fight to keep them open. It's not long before I fall asleep with Kaori in my arms. And we have no idea what really happened in that episode of Ninja Rangers. We're gonna have to watch it all over again. Such a weird thing. I feel movement on top of me, and my eyes fly open. We're both still in bed, but Kaori's awake. Well, good morning to you, too. This is a Lacey and present surprise. What can I do you for? Her gaze holds my own as she straddles my hips. Her red lingerie teases me from beneath her unbuttoned shirt. What? Her eyes sparkle and she wears a devilish smile. Gentle fingers trail down my chest. Her every touch lights a deep fire within me.
You seem tense.
I'm taken aback as to what's going on, giving me a moment to process this. I'm flustered, tense in my pants. I'm speechless. My turn to be flustered here. What? Tense? Me? No, I'm just happy to see you. I feel the heat rise in my cheeks. Kaori giggles, a coy grin on her face.
Maybe you could use a massage.
Not? No. She lays her hands flat against my chest and slowly leans forward, pulling my gaze down to red lace and soft skin. Her back arches delicately as my hands run across her hips. Her hair tickles my face, the smell of her shampoo sweet and intoxicating. Her lips, full and enticing, hover above me. I lean in, but she's already pulled back. The shirt hangs off of her, strategically covering just enough to make my need rise. A sleeve falls off of her shoulder. She shrugs the other sleeve off too, letting it pool down at her hips before discarding it. Freed from her covering, I drink in the shape of her curves as my hands trace her body. Her hands run up my chest again as she leans close. Her body arches against mine, her skin gently caressing me like a whisper. A low growl escapes me as I grab her. She gasps as she falls into me, her gaze on my lips.
I wonder what sort of perverted thoughts you're having right now.
I just channeled my inner Alucard from Helsing Ultimate Abridged and... She wears an impish smile. She's pressed up against me, chest to chest. My heart beats so fast, I'm sure she can feel it. Her lips are just an inch away. So close. Darling, I'm at half-mast. I need this. Suddenly, I'm jerked awake. Sunlight filters across my eyes, but there's no fiery red hair in sight. What? Kaori?
What?
Hold on a minute. Did I just... No. Did I just have what I think I just had what I think I had. Yeah, that was all a dream. God damn it. She glares at me, sitting on the edge of the bed, much more dressed than in my imagination.
You've been calling my name, but not saying anything else.
Don't worry about it. It takes a moment for my brain to catch up with reality, because my brain is slow. Memories of her teasing smile begin to drift away. Does not compute. Go back to sleep. Now. It was all a dream? Just... Sylar.exe has stopped working. Windows dead noise here. What? Staring at her blankly, I try to process the scene. She was in lingerie, but now she's not. And she's sitting on the edge of the bed instead of on top of me. So, it wasn't real. None of that was real. I look at Kaori again. She blinks.
Hello? Are you okay over there?
Gradually, understanding dawns over me. That was all a dream. Yeah, I think. I just had a really vivid dream. She pauses.
Was it about me?
Oh yeah,
What was it about?
it's kind of embarrassing. Being a sexy tease, I'm not sure I should say. Option 2, if there was a Valerie after story ever, option 2 would be all for her from my understanding, though I've not played the Valerie route, but Kaori dear, it's kind of embarrassing. My face flushes and I look away. Well, you were... Kaori cocks her head to the side.
I was what?
You were kind of on top of me in your underwear. That's the reaction I thought I'd get. A blush crawls up her cheeks and she hits me.
Why were you thinking that? You pervert!
I can't help what I dream. She seems flustered and quickly rises to her feet.
All that means is that subconsciously you're a super big, lewd pervert!
First of all, I will not necessarily disagree with that. But secondly, in my wildest fantasies where I can literally think of anything or anyone, real or imagined, I saw you. Oh, that's a good one. You got her there. Kaori is taken aback. Her cheeks redden and she looks away. The anger from before melts off of her face.
Fine. Whatever. I don't care anymore.
Yes, you do, but okay.
I'm going to go downstairs. Come down when you're ready.
Let me just take a very, 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 very cold shower first. Then she hurries out of the room. My heart is still pounding, and I need a moment to relax and collect myself. And we're gonna end the episode here. That's does not compute. Does not compute. Error. Error. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button down below or leaving a comment. It really does help me out. If you're new to the channel and want to see more content like this, make sure to unleash your power by hitting that subscribe button down below today as well and ringing that notification bell. Also, feel free to follow me on social media. Links to those will be in the description down below, and I will see all you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.